If any some condition is there, it is called an unconditional. Of course, it might be a condition to pay certain amount of money, but there is no basis for that payment, right? So there is no conditional basis, so it is called unconditional. So we have to pay unconditionally, right? So answer is B. Next, A makes a contract with B to buy his house for 50,000. So A is making contract with B to buy his house for rupees 50,000. If he is able to secure the to bank loan for that amount, the contract is, it is a void for vagueness. Why this contract is void? Because it is void for vagueness. We will see the meaning of other three, then you will understand this one. First one, voidable contract means if any condition is not stipulated condition or section 10 conditions are not there, then it is called as voidable contract. So it is not there in this case. Contingent contract, it might happen, might not happen, but here it is happening, so it is not a contingent. Vagrant contract means some vague thing, so it is not a vague thing, so it is not a vagrant contract. So void for vagueness is the answer, that is answer A. Next, ordinary damages will be awarded in case where the loss is naturally flows from the breach of the contract. Wherever the damages are there, there should be no, as we said earlier, there should be no unjust enrichment issue, and it moreover, who is really affected, that person only should get the compensation. So the loss naturally flows from the breach of the contract. So for the 47, answer is A. Ordinary damages will be awarded in case of the loss naturally flows from the breach of the contract. Okay. Next, 48. Which of the following statement is true in connection with quasi contract? Means some contracts you might enter or might not enter, it will take place. For example, you are walking on a road and one person is crossing you. You should not spit on him. Okay, you cannot say that there is no contract that for not spitting. It is a quasi contract, means mere liability. So like that, the contract will be, some contracts will be there. It is called as a quasi contracts. Okay. So it is imposed by law. See, it is imposed by law. For traffic rules and other things, these are all imposed by the law, right? So answer is A. Next question. A check is always payable on the date of mention therein, on demand, 3 days after presentation, within 24 days of the presentation. So the check is payable on demand, right? Next one. Each party to a contract is bound to perform his part of obligation. After the parties have made due performance, the contract comes to an end. In such case, the contract is said to be discharged. So it is not a breach. They have as per agreement, they have taken everything, or they met their conditions. So for it is by performance of contract. Whatever is said in the contract, they have performed. So it is by performance of the contract. Answer is D. Next one. Goods as defined in Sale of Goods Act will include, already we have seen in question number 2 what are the goods. So it include everything, but it not include only the money and actionable claims. Here rare coins, goodwill and money. Rare coins, goodwill and money. It include and growing crops agreed to be served before the sale or old coins and copyrights. Okay. Third one is goodwill, copyright, patent, foreign currency, and last one is both B and C. So but here the goods as defined in the Sale of Goods Act will include growing of crops agreed to be served before sale, old coins and copyrights, right? But it not include the money. See in the answer A and C in answer C. Option A and option C. Option A includes money, so it is not. It to be excluded. In answer C, foreign currency is there. Foreign currency is also not a good. So answer is B. Next, communication of acceptance is not necessary. Communication of normally communication of acceptance is compulsory, but it is not necessary when by performance of conditions of the offer by the offeree, by acceptance of consideration by the offeree, by acceptance of benefit or service by the offeree. So communication, or if these things are done, already communication is done. For example, if you went to a shop and if you give some money and buy a 5-star chocolate, for buying a 5-star chocolate, if you give the money, again he should not communicate that, okay, as you have given money, I am giving this chocolate. He will not say that, just he will keep that chocolate in your hand. So communication of acceptance is not necessary in these three cases. So answer is D, all the above. Next one, merchantable quality of goods means, merchantable means marketable, or which is in as per the customs of the law, customs of the trade, it should be a marketable condition. It is called merchantable. So they are goods or commercially sellable, that is okay, and they are fit for purpose which they are generally used. If both A and B are there, it is called as merchantable goods. So answer is C. Next one, according to the Indian Contract Act, a promise is a communication of intention to do something, a proposal which has been accepted, a gentleman's word to do something, a statement of worth. So here what is the thing? A proposal which has been accepted, because it is a contract act. In a contract there will be offer and acceptance, right? So a proposal which has been accepted is called a promise, right? And next one, so answer is B. Next one, contract contingent upon the non-happening of a future uncertain event becomes void when such event happen or does not happen, or event becomes impossible, none of the above. Here the contingent, already we have discussed. So what is the contingent? May happen or may not happen. Here the contract is contingent upon non-happening of something, not happening. If something not happens, contract will come into existence. So if it will become void when such thing happened. So it is, answer is A. Next one, a telephonic acceptance is complete when offer is, where telephonic acceptance, it is through telephone, if it is accepted, if it is heard and understood by the offerer. It should be clearly heard and understood by the offerer. So answer is C. And if a minor draws or endorses, delivers a negotiable instrument, the instrument binds. Whom it always binds? In the case of the minor, all the parties in the instrument except the minor. Other than the minor is not liable for anything, only his property is liable, right? Or his estate is liable for everything, but all other the parties are liable. So all parties to the instrument except the minor, right? What can a catalog of books listing price each book specifying place? Already we have seen this. This is nothing but an invitation to the offer. Next one, so answer is C. Which of the statement is correct in connection with the duties of seller and buyer? It is the duty of the seller to deliver the goods, right? It is the duty of the buyer to accept and pay them. It is not duty of the seller to deliver the goods. It is the duty of the buyer to take delivery of the goods. So which one is not correct? So it is not the duty of the seller to deliver the goods is the answer. So again, once you see the question, which of the statement is incorrect? So incorrect. So it is the duty of the seller to deliver the goods. It is given, it is not the duty of the seller to deliver the goods. That is the incorrect statement, right? So answer is C. The inadequacy of consideration may be taken into account by the court. Sometimes if it is not actually, whether the consideration is adequate or not, that is not the criteria, but court which will take into consideration when in determining the question whether the consent of the promisor was freely given, or always in all cases when the parties complain, or when the promisor has not performed the promise. So normally courts will take consideration only in the case to determine whether it is the free consent or not, means whether by coercion or by force, whether the consideration is taken place. To determine that part only it will be taken place. The answer is A. Next one, a finder of goods can sell the goods. Normally the finder of goods should not sell the goods, he should keep it in possession, give to the owner. But in the case of perishable goods only, he can sell it. but once if he sell it, whatever the amount comes, he should pay to the owner or at the actual owner. So the answer is D. Where where consideration is illegal or physically impossible, uncertain, it shall not be what it shall it shall not be enforceable by law. It's not unenforceable, it should not be enforceable by law. If it is impossible or if it is physically it is not there, then it is not enforceable by law. So answer 63 answer is C. There are dash modes of delivery. There are how many modes of delivery? There are 3 modes of delivery. Means physically you can deliver, through documents you can deliver, or mere by giving some key or something also you can deliver. We have seen 3 types, right? So there are 3 types of delivery, right? Next one, that is symbolic delivery. Now the principle of estoppel cannot be applied against the minor sins. Principle of estoppel means this is comes under the partner also. You will see partner by estoppel means by act. By act, if principle of estoppel means by act. This is not applicable in the case of when he has not attained the age of maturity. Okay, so when he is not attained the age of the maturity, as he is not a mature person, the principle of estoppel cannot be applied to the minor, because minor he is a sound mind only, and he has privilege to cheat also, because he is a sound mind, and he may be induced dishonest traders and declare in writing whatever, he can do everything. But as he do not attain the age of the maturity, he cannot be principle of estoppel, means by mere acts. Next one, 66. The term a check in the electronic form is defined in the Negotiable Instrument Act under 1881. What under which section it is? Say it is under section 6, explanation 1A. That is explanation 1A of section 6. Okay. Next one, lending money to a borrower at high rate of interest when money market is tight and renders agreement of loan. So the market is very tight. What he did, one person given money to interest at high rate, whether it is void or voidable or illegal contract. It is not an illegal contract. Certainly it is not an illegal contract. So, and as the borrower shows the interest, means as borrower accepted only, he is giving at the high rate. He is not giving it forcibly. So it is a valid one. So answer is B. It is a valid. Next one, whereby the contract a promisor is to perform his promise without application by the promise and no time for performance specified, the engagement must be performed within reasonable time. The question, what is reasonable time in each particular case? So what is the reasonable time? Means normally reasonable time depends upon the general custom, not a fact or not law, right? So it is depend upon the, normally it depends upon the general customs, but sometimes what happens, it depends upon the fact also. It is the fact that whether it will take place or not, that event take place or not, and sometimes law also gives some restriction. So the first thing is general custom, second thing it is the fact, and third thing is law. So all these are applicable. So answer is D, all the above. Next one, unlawful agreements comprise. Unlawful agreements comprise illegal agreements, immoral agreements, agreements opposite to public policy. So all these things are unlawful only. So answer is D. In an auction sale, the property shall be sold to. So some auction sale is there to only one bidder, who is the highest bidder. For him only the auction sale it will be take place. So answer is B. So the highest auction sales is nothing but they will keep some things, and the bidders will come there and they will bid for the high price. Who bid for the high price, he will get that thing. So that is the highest bidder. Next one, A and B agree that A shall pay ₹1000, for which B shall afterwards deliver it to either rice or smuggled opium. In this case, so you see here, the goods should not be unlawful. or illegal goods, or which are not forced by law. So here smuggled opium is the it is not forced by law or it is illegal goods, right? So here the first is valid. So if it is for the rice, it is valid. If it is second, it is void. Okay. So answer is C. And A purchases B business of selling neckties in Delhi. A can restrain B from. So A purchases B's business. Already A purchases B's business for selling neckties in Delhi. A can restrain B from. So he already purchased. So doing the business of selling neckties again in his life, no, because A can go anywhere and sell that one, right? Doing any business in Delhi, no, that is also wrong answer. And doing the business of selling neckties in Delhi for a limited period, that is looking good. So he can restrict A from selling the neckties because it is competitor. He should not be the competitor. He sold his business to him, so he should not become the immediate competitor. So answer is C. Next one. In case of contractual obligations where the promisor dies before the performance, already some promise by offering everything is completed, but sudden what happened, the promisor died, then the legal representatives will be liable. So here answer is the legal representatives of the promisor must perform the promise provided it is not dependent on the personal qualification of the promisor. For example, any chartered accountant or our cost accountant or someone is promised to do something that cannot be done by his legal representative unless otherwise he is qualified. So here, but in other cases, the legal representative must perform. Next one, 75. A borrows from B rupees 500 to debt with C.